Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So we are at the start of a new month, so let's have a look back at what's been going on in terms of the most popular blockchain games, data from that radar as usual. So in this first graph, I'm looking at the biggest games in terms of on-chain popularity. And this goes back to the start of 2021, so we've got 14 months of data here. And on the vertical scale here, we're looking at daily active unique wallets. So every day, how many unique wallets are interacting with this blockchain game, and then obviously time on the horizontal axis. So 2022 is starting here from this line here, and we can see that the most popular game, as it has been actually back since the summer of last year, is Splinterlands. So Splinterlands launched its SPS token back in around sort of September time, and we've seen this massive sort of increase. So it peaked over 400,000 daily active unique wallets, sort of went down in January to about 300,000 and sort of picked up slightly, so about 350,000 daily active unique wallets on Splinterlands. The uplift, always sort of hard to judge exactly why these things happen. They have done the new, they sort of opened up the ability to buy the new card packs without having vouchers, and there was a new card drop as well, with a real life character involved. So potentially that may have had some impact, but in general these things sort of tend to undulate. And with Sprintlands, as you see, we get these sort of characteristic every 2 weeks. We sort of get a day peak when people are playing, trying to get themselves positioned in the bi-weekly tournaments or bi-monthly tournaments, I suppose. So that's why we get these little peaks. So Sprintlands is there. Alien Worlds, for a long time the most popular blockchain game, again peaking at over 400,000 daily active unique wallets for a couple of days at least. That seems to be has been declining really for the last kind of 6 to 8 months. So January 2022, we're about 200,000 daily active unique wallets. So went up a little bit, came down a little bit. It still seems to be sort of, roughly 200,000 daily active unique wallets, but declining. I think really with Alien Worlds, we're waiting for sort of more content to come. So one of the big elements that's coming is the PvP. But saying that, we've been waiting for about a year, so that will happen at some point, I'm sure. The NFTs have been live, for a year or so. But obviously with these blockchain games, you need to keep providing new content for people to get involved. And particularly, as in both these cases, the token prices, the SLP token and the Trillium token for Alien Worlds, have not been going up particularly. They've been going down, if anything. So in the case of people not being able to, people can make money obviously, but in the case of people not coming in because there's ability to make a lot of money, if the token price is static or going down, then obviously you need to bring new features into the game, which hasn't really happened for Alien World. So we'll see where it goes. So we have Farmersworld in red here. So again, should point out, Splinterlands is on the Hive blockchain. Alien Worlds is mainly on the Wax blockchain, also on the Binance Smart Chain, or now the BNB chain as we call it. They've their mission features on that. And in red here on the Wax blockchain, we have Farmersworld. So Farmersworld is again a sort of fairly simple sort of staking game, a bit like Alien Worlds to that degree, where you have NFTs, you stake them, and then you sort of mine out some resources. So in the case of Farmersworld, it's like a farming game. Sorry. So you either have sort of something like an axe, and you can cut down wood, or you can also have fishing rods or fishing nets and catch fish, and also gold mining. So those are the three main resources: gold, fish, and wood. And then you can use those to upgrade and get better NFTs and earn out faster, and obviously sell the NFTs off on the marketplace, and obviously transfer out the in-game assets as well. So it's been sort of steady growth, say running on the Wax blockchain. It's now over 100,000 daily active unique wallets. I mean, up and down as these things tend to be. Some spikes down, but it's kind of seems to be showing sort of steady growth, and we can kind of see really since back in the summer of last year, or actually that's October, isn't it, where it broke 50,000. And it's been it hasn't been sort of explosive growth. We haven't seen this sort of curve, this gradient of curve, but just sort of steady growth. So we'll see how that goes over time, and then in green we have Axie Infinity. This is just the on-chain Ronin stuff, so this isn't the off-chain stuff. So there's still over 2 million people playing that game daily. This is people actually interacting with the marketplace and some of the DeFi stuff that's happening on Ronin, and that's dropped off quite a bit. That's potentially due to pricing, token prices going down. Also, I think probably people are waiting now for the new version of the game to come along. So there's a free-to-play version of the game, the third version of the battle system coming in, and that'll be going through app stores as well. So that won't necessarily interact. That app won't necessarily have direct on-chain activity, because most of the stuff on actually happens off-chain. But I think if you see a big sort of uptick as that goes into the app stores, maybe we'll see a big uptick there. But in February, it's been dropping off. Back now under 50,000 in terms of 50,000 daily active unique wallets. Well under that now, probably at 25,000. Okay, so those are the sort of the biggest games. Let's have a look at some of the sort of smaller ones. So we can see the axis here, the maximum axis here is at 100,000 daily active unique wallets, where it's 500,000 on this graph. I just split them out because it's easier to see. As ever, we have this problem with Mobox, which is this sort of it's sort of a game and a DeFi, GameFi sort of app, and there's loads of sort of different features in it. It's not really a sort of a game per se, but anyway, it's running on the Binance Smart Chain, and you get these very characteristic, horrible sort of spikes. So it's all up and down, up and down, up and down. So generally, I sort of just remove that. I don't really treat Mobox as a very sort of serious game, really, because they need to sort out what's going on, really, and it's more a DeFi app. So let's split those out, and we can see a bit more clearly what's going on. So we have Upland here in the blue. So sort of Monopoly type game, basically a mobile app through the app stores. Been growing strongly since throughout 2021 and 2022. Had these big spikes. Typically, that can be when a new feature comes in, or it unlocks a new city. At the moment, these cities are just based in the US. So start off in San Francisco and have New York and Los Angeles and Detroit and quite a lot of cities now. So that's sort of sticking around sort of 600,000-ish daily active unique wallets, sort of up and down. Crazy Defense Heroes running on the Polygon blockchain, seeing quite explosive growth. That's not actually a game. That's basically people playing this mobile game and then interacting with the smart contracts in terms of currency. So they've got some staking going on there and liquidity pool stuff, a reward. So basically, this is Animoca Brands have these games, Crazy Defense Heroes games. There's a couple of them on the App Store, not blockchain games, but now they're going to do a new version of that tower defense game using blockchain. And they've spent basically the last few months giving away free tower tokens on the Polygon blockchain. So this is the activity we see, is people basically doing sort of DeFi stuff around the tower token, or being rewarded the tower tokens. That's what's going on there. But they're up to 50,000 daily active unique wallets now. So not nothing. It'd be definitely interesting to see how that plays out as the game goes live. What else do we have? DeFi Kingdoms on the Harmony blockchain. So the most popular application on the Harmony blockchain. So it had a big spike up to over 40,000 at the end of 2021. Now dropped off a little bit, but still, keeping pretty solid. 20,000 daily active unique wallets. I mean, there's not a lot going on the Harmony blockchain, so that's pretty impressive to keep that. And generally, I think a well-regarded game. I have to admit, I have not played it yet. And then finally, we have I don't know quite how you pronounce this. Pegaxi, people tend to say. I guess that's how it is. Pegaxi, I don't know. On Polygon blockchain, this is in green, and this is a game that's getting quite a lot of attention now. So it's over 10,000 daily active unique wallets, and it's a sort of play to earn game, sort of effectively sort of a breeding horse racing game, a bit like Zed Run, an earlier sort of game like that. So that's been picking up pace. I guess one of the issues with that game is they had to do sort of a big redesign because they sort of had a misbalance of their character, of their sort of the I think 4 main sort of bloodlines, I suppose. One of those was just too powerful, so they've had to reboot that. And the token price has actually gone down quite a bit since over the last few months. So we'll kind of keep a look on that one. I know there's lots of sort of guilds and stuff are playing or looking at Pegaxi, and there's a lot of interest around that. And I guess we'll see. Games can often launch and do quite well, and then they end up you end up in always an interesting situation when the token price starts to decline as it sort of tends to do over time, and you're looking to see if your community can sort of withstand that loss of earning power and just keep playing the game because they like it. So we'll see. Definitely keeping an eye on Pegasus as it goes on. But at the moment, it's pretty decent launch. It's only been live for a couple of months. Fairly sort of new, inexperienced teams launching that one, so we'll keep an eye on that. So there we go. That's what's going on for February. Everything, definitely some growth from Crazy Defense Heroes. It'd be interesting to see how their sort of liquidity, marketing scheme really plays out into that game, because that game has millions of downloads on App Store, so that's sort of a good one to watch. And also, I guess, Farmersworld, which I will be doing a bit more investigation into to see how that one plays out. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is Blockchain Gaming World. We'll spend our time looking at blockchain game data and playing blockchain games, trying to make sense of it. So please subscribe to the channel. But thanks for watching. See you again soon.